Okay, what do you think of when I say bowling alley? Hot dogs, French fries, cheap beer, that come to mind? Well, chef and restaurateur David Burke wants to change that. He's bringing his high-end cuisine to Bowlmor lanes. David and his director of brand strategy, Coley Edison, join us with a taste of what we can expect. Welcome, both of you. Are either of you bowlers?
You know what? I bowled a pretty good game a couple weeks ago.
You did?
Yeah, 150, which is not that good. But
how about your Coley? Do you bowl?
I've broken 100 a couple times.
Hey, good for you.
Yes.
Actually, you know, Sue Simmons, my partner here, has bowled almost close to a 300.
I bowled with her once during a Wednesday's Child segment.
I'm surprised you tried again. She's tough stuff. Anyway, what made you decide that you wanted to take your special skills into the bowling alley?
Well, you know, Tom Shannon, who is the founder and president of the company, came to me and asked me if I was interested in helping redesign and design a new restaurant called Stadium Grill in this bowling alley, which they have one downtown. So I asked him where, and he brought me to the old New York Times building, showed me the space, 90,000 square feet, which was it's a massive project.
It hasn't been open that long, has it?
It opened in November, which is the busiest time of year for parties, and so it's a great party venue. And I decided I'd take the challenge and try to incorporate some of my style into what people do expect at a bowling
Let's talk about some of this. These are some of the dishes you can get. And can you get them if you're on the lanes, or do you have to be in the restaurant?
Most of these dishes you can get on the lanes. Most of the lanes dishes are more finger friendly, so you're not using as much silverware. So there's pizza, there's dumplings, there's spring rolls, maybe a more modern day Frank in a blanket, and the crab cake, for example, would be smaller bites, so that's easier. So you're not using as much silverware, but the same style.
The camera's not quite on this one, right? Oh, here we are.
That's a gazpacho with a shrimp quesadilla.
How do you eat the shrimp? The tails are still on there.
Yeah, you cut that in half. That's almost like a bread. You dip that and eat that like a roll.
So that you eat from the middle out.
Yes,
correct. You have to learn to break the second half.
Or you'd eat it, knife and fork. Crab cake is another Stadium Grill item. There's also hearty things like meatloaf, but with a corn salad, a little bit of bacon. Of course, we have something to finish, which is something sweet, the cheesecake pops, and that would be something you could have in the lanes and or the restaurant.
Now, I've got a question. Does better food improve your score?
It did for me.
It did.
Well, I think for our guests, it's about two things. We like to have a good atmosphere and a good food. So we do a lot of parties, lots of events. So people love that they get the David Burke food in this high-end bowling establishment. So
what made you decide, as director of strategy, that this was a good fit for David? That he has the townhouse in 61st Street, and what's the other restaurant you got in 62nd?
Fishtown.
Fishtown. And why this now? The bowling alley is a good fit.
Yeah. Well, you know, David's presentation is everything, and our guests love to throw major events. So we've had everybody from NBC to Microsoft throwing major events at our party venue. So when they see food like this, it just, it dazzles their guests. So they love it. And we thought it would be a great match. And we were looking for a celebrity chef to pair up with, and we found the best one.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's really nice. And how is this idea of the high-end bowling alley has taken off, hasn't it? You're in a number of locations now.
Yes. So we started Bowlmor Lanes. It's been around since 1938. Tom Shannon, our CEO and founder, bought it in '97. And since then, it actually became the highest-grossing bowling alley in the world after 2 years of being open. We're in Miami, Bethesda, Orange County, California, Cupertino, California, and we just recently opened up Bowlmor Lanes, Times Square.
That's pretty remarkable. I mean, because I wasn't kidding in the beginning. When I remember bowling as a kid, you got hot dogs and a Coca-Cola, or if you were old enough, a cheap beer, and that's what you.
I think the bowling alley has gone from the snack bar mentality to I think people are demanding fresher food, and not processed food. So it's not from the freezer to the fryer anymore.
Well, this is great stuff. Thanks for coming in, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That will do it for New York Nightly News. Talk Stoop is next here on Nonstop. See you at 11 on